Hello and welcome to week 4 of the ZDA, our NFE league. This week we're playing Ted, wonderful guy, and yeah, the scary team. Uh, quick, just a quick look through. We got Pile Swine, we got not Manaphy, that'd be crazy if you had Manaphy. Fion, that's a Fion, a Duosion, a Cubfu, a what is that? Florigato, a Fletchlander, a Luxio, a Qfant, and Jigglypuff. So Kelpfu and Qfant are the Terra captains. Qfant does get Cheer Force, okay. But Piloswine, I believe, is his S tier, so he cannot use Violate, which makes it a bit easier to deal with in this format. So thank God for that. I think I need a monster with a Violate. And I wouldn't want to play it. If there's any more complex bans or anything else on his team that's particularly banned of anything. His A tiers are Fion and that Duosion there then? Yeah, okay. And it doesn't look like either of them have a Violate band or anything else banned, so it'll be, I imagine Fion's a pretty good Violate either with his 80 across the board. And even Duosion with 125 special attack gonna hit like a truck, so we're gonna have to be careful with things. So as you can see on his team, it's a lot of setup options like take heart on Mana. I'm gonna keep calling it Manaphy, and I'm definitely gonna miscalc at one point, saying, "Oh, that's Manaphy." No, it's Fion. But they have a lot of strong setup mons. Fion, I think gets take heart. Duosion probably gets stuff like Calm Mind. I think Kubfu gets bulk up. Gale Wings Legendary is gonna be annoying. Though looking at his team, his only ghost resistance, which is actually an immunity, is Jigglypuff, but Jigglypuff's not what you would call it an impressive mon defensively. It's got a lot of HP, but it's fairly squishy and not really attack attacking overall, just mostly HP. So as you would see through my when I go through my team here, that's kind of the idea I'm going through. That's my main plan pretty much is spam ghost moves at him. Because you'd have to be Terra Dark or normal. What else? What else resists Ghost off the top of my head? Oh, I know Dark and normal do. Anything I'm missing off the top of my head? No, I pretty much got it. That's pretty impressive. I like that. But the idea is it's pretty much going to be spamming like Shadow Balls with Lampent, as you'll see later on when I get to them. Uh, Overall, it seems it's really strong. No like blatant weaknesses or anything. A lot of neutral overall typings, but no like weaknesses. Like mine has like ground weakness throughout pretty much through the whole thing. It's up 2 mons. Flying's a big weakness. Like the big weakness. So we'll see how we see how we do though. So starting off, we're as usual going to bring Sneasel because it's just such a good mon. It is just so fast it outspeeds everything naturally. Where I can just run Adamant, not even max H, not even max like stat speed EVs. I only got 112 and I'm faster than his team. I do have protective pads because I'm kind of expecting Gale Wings on the Fletchlander if it comes. But I do want to be careful of potentially being Flame Body and honestly, about it. Seriously. Maybe he has like a rocking helmet on something to get a little extra damage. But either which way, I'd like to have protective pads so I don't get Flame Body because this thing getting burned is a terrible day for me. And yeah. As you can see, Night Slash, Close Combat, Poison Jab, and Bulk Up. I feel like I keep thinking I should bring something other than Bulk Up, but actually doesn't get U-turn, does it? Which sucks. I'm pretty sure the big one gets U-turn. Why doesn't this one get U-turn? That's stupid. But doesn't matter. I'd probably bring U-turn if I had it, but I don't. So we're just gonna go with bulk up. I do have to be worried about choice scarfs on things, so I will be playing carefully around that, since everything will probably outspeed me with a choice scarf without maybe Jigglypuff and Q-Font. Because I doubt you run speed on a lot of those mons. I could potentially see a choice scarf pile of mine. Try to, you know, get a quick kill on it. Sorry, that's not Pile's wine. I know it's kind of like a weird idea, but it's definitely an idea I had. If you'd adamant max speed, he outspeed me by 4 points. So maybe I should put myself to 300. But too late for that. We're just gonna go with what we have. If he decides to run choice scarf, adamant pilot wine, good job to him. I have nothing but respect for him if he does that. So moving on, we got our first of oops, got my remote. Sorry, but here we go. We got our Quaxwell here. As usual, it has the Eviolite because it's just such a good item to have, especially on Quaxwell. I did build this thing mixed defensive, not full physical like I usually been doing, but I've been mostly did that because of the Fion does get the Grass Knot, so I'll put it down a bit. Aqua Jet, Rapid Spin, Encore, and Flip Turn. He does, like I said earlier, he has a lot of setup options as such as the Mana, the Fion with Take Card and stuff like that, so I'd like to potentially Encore him into that, and then Flip Turn into something else and hit him. Moxie, I probably should just run Torrent, but we'll deal with that when we get there. And Rapid Spin, because he does have a couple Setters in Piloswine, Jigglypuff, and Q-Fat. They're pretty interesting. It's pretty basic thing. Aqua Jet is for a little extra priority. I'd probably run something else like, I don't know, Brave Bird or something, but I felt like the priority would be nice to have against potentially setup mons that are low, or mons that are just really fast, such as the Fletchinder. But this should still do a good damage to a Fletchinder, I would think. So I'm not by any means a expert on it. Huh. So if I'm reading this, so max HP, the somewhat defensive Fletchinder only takes 30% from a Aqua Jet, which isn't much. I figured it'd be higher, but it doesn't do much to me, other than whisk me, which is annoying. Next up, we got our Quilladin here with a Violite. This thing will more than likely be our main Kubfu Witchin. It's kind of going to be between Quaxwell and Quilladin to deal with that thing. And probably Florigato too, though I don't know if Florigato gets any ice moves or any other annoying moves that can cause issue. It does get Acrobatics, which could hurt. It does get Proteum means a stab, which is annoying. Play Rough doesn't matter. U-turn, which could be annoying. Got a lot of it. It's got a bunch of moves here, so that'd be interesting. Fletchinder kind of absolutely destroyed the thing, but I don't, unless I'm sacking or doing something, I probably would not let this thing be in front of a Fletchinder longer than a turn. Brain Punch is decent. I don't think he doesn't have a ghost type, so it does hit everything, at least for the only thing it doesn't particularly hit well is a Fletchinder and a Duosion, which is fine. Duosion can run Magic Guard, so spikes might not be useful in this game. It also could be Regenerator to get health back. Roar to get rid of any of these annoying potential setup mons that he has. Spikes for, spikes, because the only hazard clear is Defog, which is on Fletchinder. So if he's running that, it makes me happy. And yeah, senses this for a bit of else. This thing can also potentially stop a Fion in his tracks, so it does potentially throw ice beams out at me with pretty good ease. But let's see, max special attack modest will get me to no boost. It gets 30%, and then I can just I can take at least 2 hits with it with no setup, but it is what it is. Moving on, we got our Rocky Helmet. What's it called here? Sliggoo-H. Come on. This thing is also a very good. It's more for the Fletchinger for potential like flare blitzes and other things such as, like I said, flare blitz, dual wing big bird, brave bird, depending on what he runs here. It's not bad for like a potential Gale Wings, because I do prevent the Gale Wing from with Rocky Helmet. You could wish pass into it with Jigglypuff, but it should do enough damage. So looking at it, Flare Blitz does a good nice 48% max, 49% max, so I at least take 2 hits there and get off either a Thunderbolt or a Chilly Water, because I imagine Piloswine would like to come into this thing more often than not. I'm not going to click a Steel move into Fletchinger. But Chilly Water does do 25% and does put him at -1 attack, which means I can probably live Earthquake more than likely. I think he gets Earthquake. Yeah, I don't live after a Flare Blitz, but you get the idea. Thunderbolt, Ice Beam, Flash Cannon, Chilling Water. I do have Sap Sipper for the potential Floragato switch in. I gotta be careful of like a low kick. I think that's all that gets that. So that does nice 30% to me. So, but overall it's not terrible. Sadly, I don't have anything to take advantage of that boosted attack, but it's whatever. Yeah. Next up, we're bringing Trapinch back with a Jetpack. That should be a fun thing. I do got the right Jetpack, right? Item held. Yeah, user stats. Okay, we're good there. Because the idea is to this thing KOs a non-invested so if he's like 252 attack and speed, this thing can potentially OHKO it with first impression. Superpower, if he figured something I can like switch into and not die, and he doesn't want to take like an Earthquake or first impression or anything, I can collect Superpower into something, would do good damage on everything, and then get switched out into a one of my other mons we gone over, or Lampent, which is next on the list. Pretty basic overall idea. It does not want to be in front of a Fion. Fions are its curse. Surf does KO it at 1 hit, and that's with no investment on anything. I can do a nice 40% though with first impression, so if I get this thing low enough, I can probably take care of it. And the only thing that like switching into Earthquake on his team would be the Fletchinger more than likely. I think Fletchinger is a really good switch into this thing. Even Floragato doesn't want to switch into an Earthquake that does about 50% with what we got with no investment. And Stealth Rock, just in case he doesn't want to run boots on that bird of his, I can Stealth Rock and do a nice 50% to it. Next and last but not least, we got our Choice Scarf Lampent. Decided to go pretty much max speed here to much outspeed. I pretty much put it down to spread prep the what's it called? Piloswine, was it? That's the next on my list. Yeah, but if it's outspeeds anything that doesn't have any kind of speed boost. So it's Choice Scarf, as you can see. It's pretty much it is Terra Ghost. This is my Terra Captain, so I do plan on just clicking Terra Ghost and spamming Shadow Ball at him. Flame Body because for potential like U-turns and other such things that I can potentially burn on, like Kubfu, Florigado, even Luxio, Q-Fant. If I can get a burn on any of those, it'd be a good day. Even potentially after I'm Terra Ghost, flip turn on Manaphy, get a little extra chip damage here. I did bring my just 2 stabs, Energy Ball for the Manaphy. And Dark Pulse just for that erosion. You know, I don't really know why I brought Dark Pulse. I didn't really have a forced move, so I just kind of threw it on there to maybe try to cheese them and flinch them if completely necessary. Not that I want to be there, and not that I want to do that, but sometimes it's necessary. So, I kind of talked a lot in this one. I've been trying to cut them down because they've been a little bit long, but I kind of failed this time. But nonetheless, that's the team for the week. We lost last week, so I'd like to get back in the winning category because once again, it's only 6 weeks. Each win and loss is more important than the next. So, but we're halfway through the season and we're looking okay so far. So I think we're and hopefully we can keep that up. So yeah, we'll see you in the game. All right, here we are, week 4 of the game. Did bring the Luxio. Bring the damn bird. Archaludons. I don't know how to spell it. I don't care how to spell it. Did bring the Pylos Swine. I got a minute left of doing this. Yone. Kubfu. We brought Ghost on this, which is pretty interesting. So, and no Jigglypuff, which means Duogen. Okay, so what do we want to lead off here? I imagine something annoying. I think you're a decent lead because I can just click flip turn into pretty much everything here and be pretty happy. No break and roll, good. I'm not an idiot. Rampent is mainly there for the Duosion nowadays, it seems. Luxio, I don't know what your set is, but Quackwell. I don't know what music I put, so we're just gonna have to. I don't know what his plans with this thing is. But it doesn't. Hilo Swine and this next mon. Sorry, I'm just getting them all. Getting everything set up on my list here. So it's not a great lead for him. I don't think there's much this thing can do to my Waxwell. Depending on what he's done, I think it's a pretty free flip turn here. And pretty much anything I want, depending on what he goes out to here. He did go out to this thing. Doesn't look like it was Rocky Helmet or anything. So I don't know how much that did. It didn't do 30-40% though, I know that for sure, so... I think it Trailblaze? It may. Can Trailblaze hurt my Trap Bench? Not enough to care. I can... Do I just go Trap Bench here? Either I can click... Let's go Trap Bench here. I should be Hyper Cutter, yeah. I don't know... No, it definitely didn't do a lot. It'd be something like this. Even Max Attack Adamant Barely does 6%. I think I'll just click Earthquake here. Actually, I'm gonna click Stealth Rocks here. I think that's useful in this game. Sliggoo-Hisui. Did I ever get that last mon in? No, I did not. Duogen, go here. Well, I definitely don't want to be in on this thing, because Rampent should not do much to a duo or Fion. Surf. Say Surf Ice Beam. Sliggoo should be a pretty safe switch into here, and I can threaten with Thunderbolt. I don't know. I don't think it gets any fighting moves or ground moves. Not a Terra Captain. I am Rocky Helmet Zap Zipper. No! Whatever. No Rocky Helmet for me. Sucks, but whatever. Did he have a ground type? So what's this? This. Didn't bring this thing. He didn't bring these two. So... I think Thunderbolt. Honestly, I say Thunderbolt. But half me just wants to click, click Chilling Water real quick. Can we not? I don't like you doing that. That's not good. Get all. So it does have knockoff now. Thing is, yeah, +1, +1, and -1 here. This thing's not doing much to me. I think I'm good just to start. Please don't breathe again. Did nothing, so that's definitely like... If you don't get any recovery moves, like... kind of fucking up on this thing right now, it's causing issues. Hey, the Elite Rest. He gets rest. I don't like that. I've been clicking Ice Beam, so let's do... swap out to you. Hey Ted, can you stop predicting me? I'd really appreciate it. I don't know what you have, but I'm going to click Encore into you. If you want to take heart, be my guest. We're gonna click Whip Turn now. Take another good amount of damage. I don't like that, but so it's at 50%. Rocky helmets. Good to know. So what do I got for this thing at 50%? I can tear a ghost. No. Honestly, my best bet is to go into this and But I know it's not faster than me. No matter what it cannot be faster than this thing right now. So I think we'll go up to Sneasel-Hisui. So even at +1, at max, let's say you're modest. Modest, it doesn't KO me. And Legenders is most likely switch out here. I'm gonna throw out a Poison Jab, I think is my best option here. You know what? I say that, but I'm just gonna go for the move that definitely KOs something. Does. Because I can't risk some being more issues than he already is. No extra damage because of the contact pads, which is awesome. That's the Fion gone. That's this thing, okay. I need to be careful of Gale Wings. I wish. Honestly, I think my best move is to go out the Waxwell here. Potentially lose it to a strong move. His defog, but that was scarfed. I think flip turn is fine here. I wish I had Rest Roost. Okay, that's fine. I will happily take that. Legendary is at 1-0. So it has Brave Bird, it has... Well, this might be the more utility set. I can... Brave Bird into him. It's probably about, I don't know, a couple percentages. I think my best answer here is probably Sliggoo right now. And I think Chilling Water is pretty safe here. Okay, that's fine. God, taking so much. Yep, we're good. Oh, I don't think I'm playing great this game so far. Mustard is the Kubfu. I'll take a chili water on a Kubfu. I think be okay going to RV here. My boy Quillodin. I don't know what moves it gets, but it can't do anything. It could G-Terra. That's annoying. I don't like that. Ted, you're scaring me with your moves here, buddy. I think I just click Roar here. I don't want you doing that. You can I'd be more than happy to see you not be here right now. Please leave. I beg you. Okay, that's not bad. A Luxio, I don't think Luxio does too much to Quilladin here. I don't know what's set. I'll throw up the spikes. Force the shitty bird back out. What is this man trying to do to me? But how raised by 1 or 2? That's like the one thing I didn't want you to go out to. Oh, fuck. Not looking good right now, guys. This is not looking good. I don't like how this game's going right now. I'll be honest with you. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, that thing gained now an Bojan. That's interesting. Not that -1 really helps me here. Let's throw up a flash cannon at this thing, see what he wants to do. I'm actually faster. I'm not doing much. I'm no longer faster. Let's throw flash cannon off again. I'm not really playing well here. I don't think this thing can do much to me in terms of actually hurting me. That's kind of a weird switch, and that's going to be force. I can never have nice things in this game. Honestly, I think my best choice right now is to click flash cannon in this thing. I hope I don't get paralyzed again. That would have been a nice 50% damage there. Please don't get paralyzed. Damn. Oh, Sliggoo, you're destroying me right now. You're like, not choice scarf. Good to know. As bad as I think it should be. No way you put. Where you put a. It's not choice scarf. Can't be a violate, so I think there's no God, there's no way this thing is a, There's no possible way this thing is, focus sashed, right? It does have Earthquake. I don't know why it has high horsepower on this stupid set. Who in God's name would run high horsepower in a singles game over Earthquake? That's the problem that's the problem I'm having with this right now, is that it would make sense that this thing would be your biggest concern when you have things going on here, right? So I feel like he would have something prepped for it. I mean, even this thing's max 8, if it's max HP, max defense, even if it's adamant, I don't KO with close combat. There we go. I knew something was coming up. Nice 50%. Earthquake will probably KO me at this point. That's fine. Okay, Piloswine, I see you. Putting on a show today. Is that like 50% now? Honestly, what's stopping me from just ghosting Shadow Balling everything right now? Luxio, I guess. Not much, to be honest with you. Tell him the right Terra typings, right? Told him I'm got the very scary Terra Ghost. Yep, I told him Terra Ghost on this thing. I think Terra Ghost Shadow Ball is pretty damn safe into him. We're gonna do that. There's no... This thing lives a Terra Ghost Shadow Ball. At this range, I'd be shocked. I tell you, shocked. Goes out to something that's... Honestly, if he goes out to anything that's KO'able, I am going to fire a shot at him. Because I know Subfood's not Choice Scarf. I know Fletchinder is not Choice Scarf. It's not in Gale. Not in a Gale Wings area. I don't know what his health is at, truthfully. I know it's Howl, but I know it's not. I'm pretty confident that's not Choice Scarf. It's probably a Violite on that one. Probably thinks he's faster than me, but he's not, so I'm going to collect Shadow Ball. Has that gone? Wojin can't come out right now. Duojin will get blown up by a Shadow Ball. Luxio is his really only choice here. And I don't know if it's... That's at... What is that? 70, 80, 90% there? Intimidate. You get any dark move? You get Bite, you get Crunch, Night Slash. So I don't want to keep my guy in here. We got Quilladin. Oh, Rampent. No, I think Archaludon's my best bet here. So I need to get a little extra damage on here, because once if Archaludon dies here, I doubt it will. That honestly helps me a lot. And honestly, at this point, I think throwing out a spikes here is useful. So that's one spike is very useful here because this puts me in a good spot for I'm okay with you. I think I'll click Roar here. Okay, that's fine-ish. Please leave. I beg you. I don't want him setting up for anything. Did take a little damage from that. I think Rain Punch here is fine. That's Acrobat, not very physical, not... I will click Synthesis here to be a pain in his ass. It is Terra Ghost, right? Forgot about that. If he Trailblazes me, I shall roar him out. Oh no, where'd it go? What's he doing to me? Bulking up, that's fine. Please, I'd like you to not get parried here. Versus! Versus you! I'm gonna click Roar here. If he KOs me, that's fine. Parablast, huh? If I get parried here, I'm upset. Please leave. Okay, that's fine. My goal here is literally get this thing as low as humanly possible. So I'll click Synthesis here in case he doesn't KO me. He should. Because at this point, I think Shadow Ball cleaned up everything that he got in front of him here. You can go Rampent. He's Trailblaze, he KOs me, but... So... about 50%. Rampent is pretty safe here. 20 guy Rampent. Yeah, I need to get him down a little bit more. So, what do you click? Psychic Fangs, Wild Charge, Howl. This is a tough choice here. Because I know he's... If I click First Impression, it does probably do about 38%. Which will put him in thing, but if he goes... I'll click. I'm just gonna click Earthquake. Luxio is gone, thank God for that. So a Kubfu at half health and a Duosions are next on my list. Luxio is dead. I actually know Kubfu's whole set. I know I'm guaranteed faster with Choice Scarf. I think Lampent in this plane up here, so I can pretty much. I think I can just click Earthquake for pretty much free here. I don't know his item, but I don't really need to know it. I'll just click Earthquake again, see what he does. Even with his bulk up, I don't think that's going to survive this. Yeah. And I don't think there's any Duosion in the world that can. He at least hasn't shown it yet. Well, it's Regenerator probably. Well, is that little chip there? Like could be an issue. I think I'll just click Earthquake here. Okay, we're fine. That's definitely puts me in that spot. He's just doing that. I think I'm pretty safe just clicking Earthquake. Potion did KO there. Really appreciate your efforts, Rampent. That was a great game from you. But even with a Violite max special defense, even as what does this thing have? What's it called? I don't care. I'm just gonna throw out my strongest move. If it doesn't KO, I don't. I don't. Nothing I can do about it. Yeah. No, I'm pretty sure that was gonna KO. Yeah. Ooh. Tough. Very tough game there. GG's Ted. Very close game. Very good game. All these paralysis are getting really annoying though, but we can deal with them. Yeah, that looks like the right stats there. Sneasel KO'd, probably the Fion. Lampent KO'd, Fletchender, Pileswine, and Duosion. And Trapinch KO'd the Luxio and the Kubfu. Okay, there we go. Yeah, GG to my opponent. Very close game. I was honestly worried there for a bit. With all that setup, I got really scared. Luckily, I had Roar and stuff, so we were able to get through it. Not bad. GG to my opponent again, and we'll see you next week.